And it begins. Begins anew. Another season of Formula One. '87. 84 for Button. Yuck. I'll be right back. Oh. We go back on in about 3 minutes. I assume that Button will become more bearable as we go. So Benetton still exists under the Benetton name, but they're owned by Renault now. I would imagine they're using Renault engines then. at this point. I wonder if Hakkinen doesn't necessarily leave like he did in real life. Okay. Oh, okay. You don't have to, but I think unless like Raikkonen or Alonso are way better, I wouldn't swap Button out of this. The skill could accurately reflect where he was in F1. Okay. Oh yeah, we got those 2,000 shots now. In the year 2000. You can't change the fuel load after, it's too late. Hearing lots of noise. I think the house is just shifting around because it's just cold as hell here right now. Cold as hell. Let's just save some gas later. I am aiming for a one-stopper. I don't think my race strategy is going to matter too much until Button actually like gets better. Yeah, it really depends on how quickly Button improves. I suspect he didn't improve fast enough for Williams' liking in real life. And they just said, "You done, boy?" Alright, let's ramp up the tire usage a little bit. I will be right back. Well, do you think it would be worth it to design an engine for reliability too? That probably isn't going to bring our power up much, though. It might have been what I should have done. But for button, I think I might want the higher performance, like even though it risks. Because I think that's what it's going to take to get him into the points. Long term, anyway. Oh, yeah, they can blow at any point. Hello. Yeah, the guide says that having higher reliability reduces the chance that things blow, but they'll never be at 0%. You're just kind of having your own race. That's why I haven't really flipped the camera. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck behind Truly, but I'm not because Truly is holding me off easily. I'm doing the infrastructure moves that make, like, upgrading the stuff that's behind possible quicker. But we're still not a works team, so I don't know if that will make it difficult for us to compete. But I think the mod developers have made it, or the mod developer for this has made it where the upgrading is, you have to, like, put some work in to, like, overtake the AI. Like, you don't just, over the course of a few seasons, just rapidly outdevelop them. Probably getting engines into the purple development first is, one of the things we really need to do. We'll see what can be done. Are rear wings no longer fixable? They are. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know, man. How is a rear wing brake race ending? Maybe it fundamentally broke in a way that repairing would take too long, I guess. There's probably repairable failures and unrepairable failures. You can, but you can put a new one on. This was the era where I think it was possible to change rear wings. It just took longer than fronts. Button wasn't scoring points anyway, so I don't really... That one wouldn't have helped me. Alright, they've started stopping. I would recommend that you stop at this point. It's inners now, they're pitting for them. Yeah, they're... whatever. I don't fucking care. I guess you don't need to save fuel anymore. I think there's zero chance he was going to be fast enough to score points in this one. Eddie Irvine and Johnny Herbert. I don't know why I don't remember that Herbert was Irvine's teammate. That is like, it feels like a trivia question. He got to be the #1 driver. He got to have one of Schumacher's teammates, just in a shitty car. I think I might develop the rear wing next because that puts you in 4th actually. Donor money! Oh no! There he goes! The only thing I wonder is the team evolution baked in? So will the teams like change like they do in real life as you go? This does have I think this does have a lot of modern. And this, of course, requires me to find the manual again. Which... Motorsport Manager. Do I have the Adobe... The PDF reader would probably have the files too. Let's see. Read, you can find them, Steam apps, workshop content. Steam apps. Yeah, it's in workshop content. Extras. Okay. There's a PDF of every season too. This is only going to apply to my computer, obviously. Oh, there are team events, apparently. Pros, young and promising driver lineup, good headquarter, experienced team, engine is not top level, high expectation of chairman. Let me just... There are events written. Yeah, special team event. The team events must like be what like causes like the changes to happen. Sorry. We'll go back. What don't you know? Sorry, I'm old based on specifically what we were talking about. Oh, if the teams change, yeah. There's a huge manual. I haven't read the entire thing. I'm just gonna tick off a couple laps. Oh, where's is gone? Woo! He crashed right in the middle of the track. I guess the biggest thing would be for us to tick this over to 2002 and see if Benetton gets renamed. Benetton. Seven. Yeah, you're gonna have to stop again. Even if the conditions stay wet. But also because you're 10 laps short in fuel. Benetton. Williams BMW. What year do they skip? What do you mean? Our starting points 95, 96, 98, 2000 and 2002. Yeah, there's... There's a reference to the regulations. Yeah, grooved tires. Rule changes become possible. Like they roll them in as you go along. So modern rules become possible to roll in as you go. What if 95 needed its own start point? Because that season starts with like 26 cars. So, rule changes that become possible as the real life points are reached, where 97 groove tires become a possible rule change. Whereas we have groove tires because the rule change is already in place when you start at that point. Then if you start at 95, it becomes a possible rule change in 97. So it becomes basically the earliest point that you can lose slick tires. Scuderia Minardi. Prost. Which team did BAR replace? Jacques Villeneuve should have never left Williams either. That was quite possibly the biggest career mistake he ever made. I mean, they reached their lowest point in the aftermath of him leaving in '99, but if he'd stuck it out, he would have been way better off. Let me look up BAR, because they did eventually fail. Oh, they acquired Tyrrell and used SuperTech. And then they partnered with Honda. They eventually became the Honda F1 team, I think. Interesting. So BAR actually becomes the Mercedes F1 team. Oh, shit. Both McLarens are gone. It's actually going to move Jordan better than us in the points, though. Which doesn't matter because we leapfrog McLaren. But, yeah. It's weird to think that BAR eventually became the works Mercedes F1 team. That is insane. And the Works Mercedes team exists because Honda exited F1 so many times, and that was one of the highest profile exits from F1. They just... Yeah, they became Mercedes. Technically, Braun became Mercedes, but there are all these weird steps to get there. Really weird steps. I think Jordan progresses to Racing Point. Oh, Eddie Jordan died last year. That's sad. Midland. Bottom. Spiker. Force India, and then... Yeah, it's Aston Martin now. That's sad. It's really sad that Jordan didn't make it. Yeah, I'm sure I heard it when it happened and then just forgot about it, looked up Jordan, looked up Eddie Jordan, and then I was like, oh. He was in his 80s at least. I think it was 80s, 40, it's like 43 to 2025. Conditions are going to be like this till the end. Yeah, Sauber is Audi now, isn't it? I don't know why they're resistant to go back to larger fields. Like they like the 10-team setup and they don't want it to grow beyond that. Even though it's actually the historical anomaly. Like we haven't had 10 teams for anywhere near as long as we've had more than 10. Cadillac. Are they coming in as a new team, or are they replacing a team? Bottas and Perez, that's not a bad lineup. I'm just pitying you because it doesn't fucking matter. Well, if Cadillac's coming in, that's going to be 22 cars then, isn't it? Oh yeah, DRS is going away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams entered. Ford's coming back. They're partnered with Red Bull, aren't they? The Honda's supplying Aston Martin. Why do they like withdraw and then like change their mind about withdrawing? I don't get it. They withdrew, forcing Red Bull to find like a new a new company to supply their engines, and then they're, oh, we want to stay in F1. There's going to be a lot of engine suppliers though, because Cadillac and Audi will be supplying engines, which I think works out because Mercedes doesn't want to supply their engines to as many teams. Honda is so cooked. Partnership worked for Red Bull, but I think Aston Martin just throwing money, so I don't think they really know what they're doing. Renault is leaving. Alpine will become a customer team. Customer team for Mercedes. Jesus. Toyota. Well, they are in WEC Toyota. They're struggling. Last I knew, I'm watching them struggle. I haven't finished watching the 24-hour Le Mans because it's such a long fucking race. But they're struggling in that. So weird to watch Ferrari like succeeding. Rubens Barrichello's winning? What the fuck? What happened to the balance of performance? Did they get reg changed out of dominance? Because Ferrari came in and Toyota was still fastest, but then it quickly changed. I think it's sad when you can get a podium and still get outscored by a constructor scoring below you in points. The organizers come in and say your car is too fast, slow it down. Isn't the point to be fastest? You would think. You would surmise? That one team spending tons of money trying to be fastest. Isn't that what a Ferrari essentially did? Or I just got lucky there, told to slow their cars down. They're probably rev limited. And then if they're like, you're running too many revs. And they're like, you're too fast. Some are hybrid. Oh, they use electricity. That's why they call it energy instead of fuel now. Man, it gets cold in this room. It's like fucking minus 20 outside or something. Minus 18. Jesus Christ. And minus 21 is what we're going to hit before all is said and done. Feels like minus 42. The dew point of minus 33 degrees. Fuck. Don't get wet. That's... You'll feel it. You ever felt cold when you're splashed by water? That's because, like, there's no moisture in the air. Like, the dew point's low. So when you get wet, that's the temperature you feel is the dew point. Oh, what trait did we get? Rookie. Hey, I got more potential. Oh, that's good shit. +7. We got an extra half of a star. Alright, where are we struggling? Engines, ding, engines are done. Alright, I need to... Need to hire 3 spots. We'll do like that. And then we'll reject these. Okay. Your wing will be relevant. We'll take that, I guess. Do I just max the arrow? Get the arrow where we want it to be, and then just kind of wait, what? Yeah, that's just incorrect. Okay. Engines and suspension. Alright, the next couple races are going to stress the engine, so I will leave it up to you whether you want the red line engine or not. I'm going to risk it because I need the help. Juan Pablo Fernando. Fernando is faster than you. Get used to it. You want to keep the old engine? Can do that. Alright, what do we got going on? Sorry, my brain's buffering right now. Test track is 26 weeks. Let's get here and do some math, actually. Rear wings finished. Okay. Alright, there's a copy of that part coming. Okay.